Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our first webinar presentation about our Taking Off Your Strong Wellness Retreat. My hope with this presentation is to answer a few questions you may have about the trip that the website does not answer, and maybe just haven't thought to share those with us on Facebook or email. But hopefully we can answer anything that you may have lingering doubts about joining us on this fantastic retreat. The first question I get asked about this is, why are we having a retreat in the first place? And some people wonder, well, what is strong Black woman syndrome? I think all of us have experienced it to some degree, even those of us that aren't necessarily African American. I have seen since we've started promoting this. But basically, where we are just kind of expected to be superwoman all the time, never needing anything before anybody else's needs, and we are always the last person to get taken care of. And as a travel professional, I've noticed over the last few years that even when we are planning trips, it's always, there's got to be some excuse why we're planning that trip. It has to be a birthday, has to be somebody else's wedding, or has to be some huge milestone celebration. And rarely do women give themselves the permission to just say, I want to go on a trip to have fun, take care of myself, to relax, and not have to deal with anybody else for a week. It almost never happens that women come to me saying that. So I thought, did a little research, and some of you may have come here after you've downloaded the ebook that I put out about curing strong Black woman syndrome, and basically wondering how are we going to stop doing this to ourselves. So there were three main components I saw with a lot of the research out there from therapists, from doctors, and sociologists are saying these three things are the main points that we need to work on. Taking care of yourself physically, getting regular exercise, watching your diet, and not necessarily meaning that's got to be a complete plant-based diet, just making healthier choices to take care of ourselves and be able to be there for our families later. Also taking care of ourselves emotionally, meaning whatever spiritual practice you feel comfortable in. For some people, that's church or the mosque. For others, it is making sure you make time for regular meditation daily. It could be all those things. Whatever feels good to you, just making sure you're doing something on a regular basis that takes care of yourself spiritually. And also being able to practice healthy boundary setting with people in your life. And that could be spouses, children, parents. There are so many people coming at us from different directions every single day. And if we're not taking time to make sure those boundaries are firm, where our needs begin and theirs end, that can create a whole lot of chaos in our lives that's not necessary and that we do have some control over. And the last being cultivating a good social support network. I think especially as we get older, it's harder when you have kids, when you have work, and a lot of things pulling at you to kind of let your friendships drop by the wayside and forget that we need to take care of that. And that is such a necessary component to our emotional well-being, is having friends. That we think of the friends as kind of an aside or just a fun girls' night out every now and then, but really what we need is constant support from like-minded people. So what I really want this trip to do is help us kind of jumpstart getting back into that for those of us who've forgotten those things, and just give us some time to really focus completely on ourselves and work on those three prongs of things. So yes, it's a vacation. Yes, you're going to have gourmet food. Yes, there's spa treatments and all the wonderful things you think of when you're going to Costa Rica. But really, it's about having some tools to make positive changes in your life when we come back. And we know that, as the lifeblood of our communities, if we're making those positive changes and doing something for ourselves, we're able to put that mask on, and everyone around us is going to be all the healthier for it as well, because we're taking care of ourselves. So, onto the retreat. The first time I saw this hotel, I just fell in love with it because it's very unique in what's offered out there, because a lot of yoga retreats in Costa Rica typically are very, what would the word for, very bohemian and not very flexible around lifestyle choices. So I love this hotel because although it has that bohemian flavor that you expect from Costa Rica, with very open, airy rooms that really bring the outside in and celebrate the nature around you, it still has a luxurious feel to it, and there are still some choices that you can make with food. So, for example, although they do have plenty of raw and vegan and vegetarian choices, at dinner time you do have choices of meat-based dishes too and other things. So if you want to just give something a little try, let's try the raw lifestyle out for a couple of days. If you don't like it, there's other choices. Also, a lot of places don't necessarily offer cocktails at these types of retreats, and here we have fresh made cocktails. So you're going to have healthy juices, although, yeah, it doesn't offset the alcohol, but this is about making healthy lifestyle choices, not completely cold turkey creating every single thing that you may enjoy in life. And of course, if you don't drink, that's fine too. And no need to do that. But every day we'll have a sunset cocktail hour out by the pool, watching the sunset over these glorious mountains and seeing everything set over the valley, and just relax and kind of reflect on our things for the day that we've done. Exercise, the retreat offers lots of different options for exercise, which are completely optional. We want to get up in the morning, do nature walks, kind of vigorously get the blood pumping, and then top it off with some of the fresh juices and smoothies that they offer here. It's optional. You can do the nature walk, or you can sleep late, join us later to do yoga if you want to try it. Now, I readily admit I am not a yogi. This is completely new to me, but something that I feel is, pretty good practice, something accessible that everyone can even do at home once you've learned a little bit. So there's no need to feel like, okay, once I get home, I got to join a gym, or I can't keep doing this myself at all. There's even, if you have on-demand choices for your cable, yoga videos on there, yoga videos on YouTube, lots of ways to keep this up once you get home. And next, they also have guided meditations daily. So if you're new to meditation, having guided ones will help a lot in trying to teach you how to relax and just how to stay focused inwardly while we're looking out over this beautiful view over the mountains and what really is a paradise of nature with eternal spring-like weather. So you're going to have these great crisp mountain breezes in the afternoon and just some solitude to sit and think and really contemplate on the changes that we're hoping to make for our lives. The food, as I mentioned before, they call their food Tico Fresh. So that's meaning a lot of us have heard there's a lot of organic farms in Costa Rica. They are known for being very green. This hotel has on-site gardens. They have trees that they pick things from to make the dishes daily. So everything is as fresh as can be. What they don't have from the property, they go to the markets to pick things up and pick as much things as they can from the local artisans. So everything is as fresh as you can get it. And we're making healthier choices, hopefully, of providing tons and tons of fruits and veggies every single day that are going to help kind of re-energize your mind and spirit, because once your body's taking care of itself from the inside, everything is going to start coming into line for you. Nighttime daily, we're going to have sister circle chat. So there'll be some exercises that we'll do to really talk about how, as a society, we're shouldering the burdens of a lot of people, and the strong Black woman syndrome is really not so much of what we've chosen to be, but really a yoke that's been put on us from times where we had no choices than to be this. But it is really so detrimental to us and really hurting our communities, in that we're not allowed to be whole women if the only thing you can be strong or angry all the time. And we really need to allow ourselves to experience the full range of human emotions just like everybody else. So every night after happy hour, we'll sit out here on this patio and overlook this beautiful view, chill out, share some aha moments from the day, and just gently wind into going back to our rooms for a good night's rest in peace and quiet. a few days, we're going to have some tours that will really help you experience the natural wonders of Costa Rica. What you're looking at here is the Poás volcano. So I picked this because I think a volcano really speaks to like a renewal and a lot of bottled up energy that a lot of us feel sometimes, I think, in our daily lives, just carrying around a lot of things beneath the surface that are just ready to blow at any time. And sometimes when we let those things build up like that, it can have really devastating consequences. So I think it'll be a great experience for us to see this magical, mystical place and really think about how that pent up energy is hurting us still in our bodies the same way. Sometimes those things are necessary for renewal, but also it can be damaging as well. So we kind of need to understand how to harness that energy. We're also going to coffee farms. Costa Rica is known for its organic coffee, so go see how that's made and spend a fun day at the beach down there too. You cannot go to Costa Rica without experiencing the beach, of course. All of those are optional, so if you choose not to go with us on a certain day and you just want to stay back at the hotel and relax, that's perfectly fine as well. So if you have not seen the website yet, here is a quick rundown on what the investment is for the trip. So we have single rooms, double rooms. If you want to bring a friend, just let them know, contact us. We can put you guys together or put you with someone else that may be looking for a roommate. Also, if you don't have a roommate, but you'd like to keep the cost down and you don't mind sharing. So whatever your situation is, just give me a ring or give me an email and let me know if you'd like to be paired with someone. For the singles, the garden and the yoga rooms are perfect size for singles. You can do the cabinas that are at the bottom, and that's what's pictured in the background here. There are double beds there's 3 of these rooms. So we hope to keep it open for people who do want to do doubles and triples, but if you just really, really want the big room to yourself, that is an option to do a single occupancy room there. So here is my contact information. Again, I'm Kenya Scott. We hope, and I would love to have you join us on this trip. I'm super excited about it for myself, and also hoping that it's going to be a really life-changing experience and something that we can do on a regular basis with the tribe of people that we bring together. I'm going to check the chat box, and if there are any questions, I will answer those. So hopefully if anybody's listening to the replay, you can always ask me. Here is my email address, kenya@greatscottgetaways.com. You can ask me any questions or give me a phone call. I forgot to put that on this slide. My number is 678-453-6927 with any questions that you may have. If you go to the website, you'll be able to get more information on payments when they're due, and kind of the general terms and conditions, cancellation policies, and everything are there too. You don't see the website address here, but if you're listening to the replay, you'll be able to click on the slide to see it. But it is toys1.greatscottgetaways.com. You can also check us out on Facebook. There's a link there pinned to the top in our cover page to the retreat. So there are lots of ways to get in touch with us if you have any questions. Usually the biggest question is, what can I expect once I get there? And nearly everything is already done for you. We have airport transfers, so we'll be picking you up once you arrive to San Jose, taking you to the retreat. All the tours are covered. You have a spa treatment covered. So the only thing you will need extra cash for is, of course, souvenirs that you may want to buy if you would like to tip the housekeepers at the retreat or give anything to the shuttle drivers that you have there, which is completely up to you. If you need guidance on any tipping policies, just let me know that as well. Anything else you would need money for? If you choose on some of the downtime at the retreat, you can choose to go to a local market in town. It's a very small town, about an hour outside San Jose. So it will be a little tougher to get to other places, but you can also choose to stay an extra day or two and go do some of the other things that aren't included here, like the zip lining or going to the hot springs, some iconic things that people might want to experience in Costa Rica. If you want to extend your trip, you can contact us and we can help you arrange that as well. The airfare is completely up to you. Most people like to book their own airfare. if you want us to help you out with that, just give me a shout and I can help you out. We're hoping that everyone will arrive to San Jose by 1 o'clock so we can have lunch together and get the day started and kind of ease into things and make use of that first day. But if you're coming in on a late flight, just let us know. We'll make sure someone is there to pick you up. And also on the last day, try not to make your plane reservations too early in the morning. As I said, the retreat is located about an hour away from San Jose, where the airport is. So we hope you have time to ease back into life, have a leisurely breakfast, and get home relaxed rather than waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning trying to make sure you get to the airport on time. Let me see what other questions we have here. Food, yes, all of your meals are included. There are 3 meals a day that are all included with farm fresh foods. It's going to lean heavily towards plant-based meals, but no one's going to go hungry here. So even if you're not a vegetarian or you're just kind of starting to learn about the healthy foods, there's going to be plenty here for you. You will not go hungry. There is an on-site chef, so there's something that you just really don't like, they will make you something else. It's an awesome boutique hotel. It's a really small, intimate environment. So we're going to make sure that you get taken care of. And if there's something that you don't like, don't feel shy about it. Just ask us and we will take care of you. Let's see. So we talked about tips. So we talked about food. The rooms. Yes. If you would like to be matched with a roommate, we'll do our best to kind of match up people who are singles looking to room with someone else if you want to save a little bit of money and not get a single occupancy room. We are hoping to limit this to 10 women, but we will go with at least 6, and we are most of the way there now. So we're going to guarantee that we are going. Travel insurance is not included, but we strongly, strongly, strongly recommend that in case anything happens. Of course, we never want to think about any mishaps there, but it does happen sometimes. There could be last-minute cancellations, last-minute health issues, so it is recommended that you get travel insurance, and we can help you purchase that as well. Let's see. I believe that is all of the questions that I see. But of course, if you think of anything else after this and it's not answered on the website, give me a shout and say my name is Kenya. Email address is right there. If there's anything else I can help you with, I would love to answer any questions, but just give me a shout. It was great talking to you today. Hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.